close to 10 to 11 years. And one of the things that we've seen in the times of counseling is the fact that when people who get married or two becoming one, they actually never become one. Good morning, you're welcome to Daily Dose. I bring you a word from the Lord. Mark chapter 10 and verse 8. It says, and the two will become one, so they are no longer two but one. You know, we've been in counseling when I say counseling, and we've been counseling couples for close to 10 to 11 years. And one of the things that we've seen in the times of counseling is the fact that when people who get married or two becoming one, they actually never become one. You will see very clearly that one person is still tied to somebody else's apron strings, where somebody is controlling the shot in their marriage by extension. And sometimes you might not even see a physical being. You are seeing thoughts being that is controlling somebody else. Somebody is bringing a thought from their past, which is their existing family, into their current family. This is how I used to eat rice, and they bring it into this place, and they lack flexibility, the ability to want to adapt to something new. You know, that's why Jesus said this. He said that one of the things that we know is that nobody ever straight away likes a new wine. They always say the old is better. And so when people come into a union where flexibility and adaptability is required, and they begin to resist with all their strength and with all their might, you will see that resistance will continue to cause friction, because they believe that this is the way life should be. And so when you find out that the reason for breakups, divorce, or problems in marriage is the fact that one person is obstinate about a pattern or a way of life. And when you realize that somebody who is also even adaptable, likes, I don't want problems, let this thing go. And which means the person is compromising or is allowing the other person to keep going on and all of that, not being objective about what should be, again, it causes a lot of problems. So how do you, begin to chart a new course? Every marriage is unique in themselves. There is a purpose for every union. No two marriages can ever be the same. Just the same way you have different DNA. That's why when two becomes one and they produce an offspring, which is a child, you will see that the child also has a life of itself, a life of his or her own, and you will see the dynamics of how those things are like that. So the dynamics of our lives remains that we must continue, to become adaptable when we come into union. And this is not just about marriage. This also can be in business as well. Certain people have ethos, baggages they bring into relationships, into their marriages, and they foster that same thing and go ahead with those things. So when Jesus said there, he says, two will become one. So they are no longer two, but one. But most of the time, you're seeing differences, individualism in a marriage instead of with one voice. You see people they find it very easy. Somebody comes to lie or somebody comes to gossip about your spouse and you believe those people. It is on you because you are demonstrating disunity. And every time and for them to come to you is because you've entertained it. Every time you entertain that, this is what comes. You'll see that what happened in the beginning in Genesis, the enemy did not see both of them together and spoke to them as one. He divided them, ensured that the woman was alone, and went for her. And at any point in time, even if you are alone and you are not in union with your spouse, you must with one voice say the same thing at every point in time. And this is why it's important that you will see that the Father, the Son, the Spirit, they are saying the same thing. You will see Jesus when he was on the face of the earth. He says, I and my Father, we are one. There is nothing that the Father says that you will not see in me. He says, whatsoever I hear the Father say, that is exactly what I'm going to see. Well, that is exactly what I'm going to say. If any spouse, anybody who is in marriage, do not say the same thing as their spouse, you know that there is disunity. One of my spiritual father will say something. He said, one of his movies we liked the most is the Godfather. He said the point where that, they were negotiating and the son opposed his father at that meeting, that was when the enemy knew that they can get them. Every time you speak as one, you realize that your power is in that place of unity. The enemy cannot come in except he sees disunity amongst you. I hope that has helped you this morning. Until tomorrow when I bring you another word from the Lord, and if you're coming across this for the very first time, please subscribe, like, share, and to those who have been a part of us, you know what to do. God bless you.